And I've been searching for true love. Gotta keep right on searching till I find. Hello, welcome to another edition of the Royal Connection. And as usual, we're always going to have wonderful ladies, man, that will want to connect to the soulmate. And today is not an exception. We have a beautiful lady from all the way from Silver Spring, Maryland, Miss Eukeria Archibong. Miss Archibong, welcome to our show.
Thank you very much.
Miss Archibong, I know you and I have talked several times, and you've wanted to come to our show because you heard about us, and you feel like you could still be part of the show. Mr. Archibong, just like I always ask everyone that came to our show, what really brought us to our show? What really made you call, say, you know what, I want to be part of the show? What made you decide on that?
Um, like there's a saying that no man is an island.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been an island for a long time. So I feel like uh, I want to get out of that island and connect to the society
Mm.
in terms of finding a partner,
Mm.
maybe a companion, a soulmate, wherever it could lead us to. So that's why I'm on the show. And I've heard so much about the royal
Connection.
connection,
Yes.
how great it is, and
Yeah.
that's why I'm here, basically.
I gotta tell you, Miss Archibong, you have come to the right show because we at the Royal Connection always make sure that we do our possible best to connect people that really need that soulmate. I need to connect to their partner for life, and we would try our best to connect you. And just like I always ask people, I mean, you feel it is the right time.
Mhm.
Now, how long have you thought about this? How long have you felt like you really this time is right? When did you decide in your mind that now is the time to come and start to really search for that missing link in your life?
For a long time now, a very long time now. For over 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've been taking my time to be sure of what I really want.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is a time
Okay.
for me. And at some point, I feel like I'm not in this world. Yeah, because I don't have somebody
Mhm.
to talk to,
Yeah.
somebody to confide in,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not this kind of a body person,
Mm-hmm.
kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But that notwithstanding, I just use my job to occupy myself. But I'm tired of doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not comfortable. It's
No.
depressing.
No.
It's as if you don't ever exist,
Mm.
you know,
Yeah.
and you don't have that self-esteem no more and all that.
Mm.
So it doesn't really. I'm think I'm done with that aspect. That's why I'm here.
All right, Mr. Archibong, I am glad that you've made up your mind that you
Yeah.
want to be part of, you want to really connect to the outside world, and that you want to be able to find that missing link. Now that you've decided that you want to come out, you want to really feel that you want to fill that void in your life because being single for a long time, it's really not it's it's not a really it's really not a good it's not a good thing.
Hmm.
And the fact that it's also it can lead to loneliness sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you ask majority of the folks that are they're lonely today, they'll tell you that's the worst thing that can happen to them.
Hmm.
Yeah, but like I always tell people, you have taken that both self, and I know that at the Royal Connection, we will do our best to connect you with that missing link. Now, when you talk about finding a soulmate, Mr. Archibong, do you have a man, a person in your mind? What kind of man do you look forward to?
Um, I would say jovial. I don't like uptight man. You have to be friendly.
Mhm.
I'm not just looking for a partner or a soulmate. I'm looking for a friend.
Mhm.
So if you're uptight, I can't deal with. Yeah, so a friend that we can float, you know, and God fearing, and
Yeah. Well, if you put together 10 ladies today,
mm-hmm.
they're pretty much gonna say the same thing you just
Let's
said.
say okay.
They want a friend, a God-fearing man,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, you forgot to mention a man that has a job.
A man that has a job, yeah, of course, a man that has a job, yeah,
Because
of course, a
we can
man, yeah, a man that has
has
a
a
job
job.
that's we can take care of
Like
each other, a
a
provider,
provider, yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
Because we live in a society where your provider status is what makes you a man,
man, yeah, of
and if you
course,
can't provide for your
can take
woman,
care of your woman,
then you don't have a leg to stand
yeah.
on. I understand that, Miss Archibong, and I think that every man that will hear your voice, even though they can't see your face, I know you have a beautiful voice, so that will make up for not seeing your face. But now let's move to the next line of questioning because I always go from step to step to
Mm-hmm.
step. Now you want a man that has a job, God fearing, and a friendly guy. The guy is jovial.
Mm-hmm.
Um, right. What else? What else? I mean, if you don't have that, okay, what can be something else you can compromise on? Or is there a compromise in your love life? You just want that kind of
I
man,
want
or
love.
you just cannot anything beyond that is not a go no good
Mm.
for you.
I'm looking for love because I'm this kind of person. I love love,
Mm-hmm.
romance. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and on top of all, you have to have a job, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody that can love me for me
Mm-hmm.
and not look otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing to hide. I have kids, and anything outside my kids, I can't do.
Okay.
You know, so they are grown ups. They're
Okay.
adults now. So,
Yeah.
but just to let the person know that I have kids,
Mm-hmm.
two beautiful girls that
Mm-hmm.
are adults now. So we have nothing to worry about them in sense that you'll be thinking they're little kids, trouble here and there. No, it's just me and you, me and the person,
Okay.
So we will groom ourselves together.
All right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, because from what you just said now, I take it that your grown up kid is going to be leaving home shortly,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then having a man
Hmm.
that will be just you and him
Hmm.
together in the house without the
Yeah,
kids being around.
because
The-
they are even worried about me
mm,
in the sense that they're always like, "Mommy, we're gonna live in soon. How you gonna? We are worried about you. How you
mm,
gonna cope
mm,
without anybody?"
mm,
I said, "But you're not gonna go that far. We are here." They said, "No, I have to. You have to get somebody.
mm,
It's been a while.
mm,
So they're even
mm.
encouraging me to,
Yeah.
go ahead with the plan. So
Those are what I call mommy's girls because they really
yeah.
like have you in their heart and they
Hmm.
want to make sure that you're
I'm
happy.
I'm happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then that's the bottom line for daughters because they always look out for the moms and the parents. It doesn't matter if you're a mother or a
Yeah.
father. Um, Now the question I want to ask you is, we've talked about the kind of man you want.
Hmm.
Now, does it go beyond the fact? What let's just say the man also definitely has to be somebody single. Does it have to be a man who has kids, or you don't mind any kind of man at all as long
Um,
as they're providers?
I I don't want anybody younger than me.
Okay,
One,
we
it
don't
don't
know your
matter.
age now, so
Yeah,
we don't know
I
how old
know.
you are. So we don't want
You
because
can have kids
okay,
because I have kids.
hmm
you can have kids.
Mhm.
I don't mind. I don't mind about that.
Definitely, Miss Archibong, you
Mhm.
know that anyone that will be marrying you now or gonna be your date or gonna be your
Mhm.
man
Mhm.
will not be a young man.
Yeah, of course.
So we're probably looking at a man within ages 40s to 50-year-old or thereabout. Definitely you're not gonna expect them not to have
Have
kids
kids, of course.
or probably been in a relationship before
Mhm.
and now they probably gonna they're in the second wind of life.
Mhm.
So definitely they have somebody or some kid somewhere that they probably want to bring to their relationship.
Mhm.
So you wouldn't mind those kind of men, would you?
No, I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Now I know American is a melting point
Mhm.
where it doesn't really matter if when you come to the United States of America, um, you have all nationalities living in one space.
Mhm.
Now, does it matter at all to you, Miss Archibong, if this person is a Nigerian? Because you're a Nigerian, am I
I'm a
right?
Nigerian,
Okay.
of course.
Does it matter at all if this man is a Nigerian, or does it matter at all?
It doesn't matter. He could be a Nigerian. He could be anybody. He could from anywhere.
Mm,
You
okay.
know. But the most important thing is the love
Mhm,
that we're gonna share.
mhm.
It don't matter white or black. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've always known that most often when we look for love,
Mhm.
we tend to say those things doesn't matter. But down the line, it's usually one of the reasons where they say we couldn't get along because he
It's
is from
different.
there,
Mhm.
he's this
Mhm.
nationality, I'm this nationality. We just cannot get along because we don't see eye to eye when it comes to our nationality issues.
I
Okay,
mean,
so that is not a problem for you,
it's
Miss
not a
Ashman.
problem. I mean,
Okay.
it's good for one to explore,
Mhm.
to know different cultures. It's good. I like that. I like doing that. Yeah.
All right. Now let's just assume that you've met this man.
Mhm.
Okay, you with this guy have known each other and you kind of like filling each other out. Tell me what are the red lines? The red lines that it's a no go for you. What are the red lines you say, you know what, I can't stand this.
Mhm.
I gotta move on. This is not
Yeah.
working for me.
Cheating,
Okay.
lying. You
Mm-hmm.
have to come clean, no matter what. We
Okay.
all forgive. God forgives us.
Okay.
So it's better you come clean, and then if there's no sin, there's no forgiveness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So cheating and lying is a red flag for me.
Okay.
A very big one for me. So I can't stand things like that. So that's wears me off.
Mm-hmm.
So basically those are the two things.
If your potential man cheats on you, is it even though you claim that's a red line for you,
Mhm.
can you forgive?
It depends on the situation. If
Mm-hmm.
they say once bitten, twice shy,
Mm-hmm.
if you made a mistake,
Mm-hmm.
the first one we'll call it a mistake, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how about the second one?
Okay.
I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And if once the line is crossed, you can go back.
I can't.
Okay.
I might want to, but it will take me like a while to think about it. And you have to show me, prove to me that you have repentance, you are repentance of your sin.
Okay.
Yeah. Then forgiveness can come in.
Okay. All right. And then now we're talking about the red flags that you couldn't stand. Is there any other thing? Let's say, what are the green flags? Because I know I've asked you about what kind of man you look for. You've already said those things:
And then
family, religion,
the,
all that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Third about the red flag.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have to be a provider.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving you 100%, but at least if we're bringing something to the table,
Mm-hmm.
we could, work together.
Mm-hmm.
Than hoarding and not doing what you're supposed to do
Mm-hmm.
because you're the man of the house
Mm-hmm.
or you're the head of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always respect a man that takes care of his responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm having a man, I'll have to be under the man. The man has to be my crown, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you have to, they say when the cat fits, how there's a saying that
Who they care fit? Let it wear it.
let him wear it.
Yeah. Okay.
So the cap has to, you have to make sure the cap fits you,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to be able to you know, have a green light,
Yeah.
you know. So
I understand your point, Miss
Mhm.
Archibong, and I think you made a solid point on that.
yeah,
I'm sure our listeners will probably, when they hear your voice, they will be able to determine if what you said makes a lot of sense to
sense,
some to
yeah.
them. All right, Miss Archibong. Now we've talked about the red flags.
Mhm.
What are the green flags?
Love me, love, show me, prove to me, like, we just have to, there have to be a float.
Mm.
You don't pretend, you know. When you pretend, it doesn't work out. We have to click, be romantic, and if you love me, like they say, relationship is reciprocal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you love me, I love you.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I love. So I need to, I will know
Okay.
if you really love me. I think, I don't know if I answered your question. Yeah.
Well, it's not for me to
Yeah.
understand your answer. It's for
Yeah.
people to listen to
Yeah, of
to your
course. I
voice
will know.
that would eventually determine whatever you're saying.
Yeah.
Kind of like they can agree with you or not. The other question I want to ask you is this. You know, we looked in America today. Most of the divorces that happen in America
Mhm.
is because it's all about money. Let's not fool
Mm.
ourselves. Money
Right.
is the primary factor, and then other things will come to
Mhm.
issue. If you tend to meet your man today, do you believe in the doctrine of 50-50, 60-40, or whatever percentage you want to go with?
I mean, it's American thing, right? I'm not taking us back to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in Africa,
Mm.
um, we never do that. We don't do that.
Well, this is America
This is
now,
America. Like, that's
so
why I say
different
this is
ballgame entirely.
American thing.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how the agreement we have
Mm-hmm.
depends.
Mm.
If you want to do 50-50,
Mm.
we have to agree. We have to come to terms with that.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, you are the head of the family.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's what you want us to do, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm working too,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I will not, I'm a human being. I support. I'm a supporting partner.
Mm-hmm.
So I will not want to like be selfish to leave total everything to the man.
Okay.
I will take some parts
Mm-hmm.
of the responsibility, of course, so it will not weigh you down.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm this kind of supporting partner.
Okay.
The whereby you don't want to take part, like I said, you don't want to take part in your responsibility.
Mm.
It can't work.
I see.
It cannot work. So we have to have a compromise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
doubt.
So it doesn't matter. It's something we need to sit down and talk about, you know. So if you want 50-50, it's okay
Okay.
by me. Yeah.
All right. That's the financial part. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going back and forth because this question is not even
Yeah.
it's not a question where I have it all like in the same
Mhm.
order.
Mhm.
Now I'm going to dive right back to the man you're looking for.
Mhm.
Does a looks matter to you?
You have to be tall, at least I'm short. So I have to, like, you have to have a height taller than me, you
Okay.
know. Yeah.
So looks does matter then, right?
Um, I have to have a pot belly. No, that one, no pot.
Well, well, when you talk about pot belly, you have to understand me, Archibong. Only a few men here in the diaspora, or even here in the world,
Mhm.
that within the age of 40 and above
Mhm.
doesn't really have some
Anyway,
kind of
it
pot
doesn't
belly.
matter. Like, it doesn't matter. I will have to, even if you come with a pot belly, I will have to shape you to the way I want you to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't think that should matter because
Mhm.
we live in a society where
Mhm.
everybody works,
Mhm.
and most people don't have time to exercise or to
Right.
work on their body, but they can be a good provider,
Yeah.
and it could be a good lover and a good husband to be.
Yes.
So I don't want to judge. I don't want you to judge anybody based on the looks as much, or probably what you talk about pot belly. At most important thing to me as a man is that the man can provide and can love you as much as you can love him back.
Yes, yes.
That is
That's
my
the key. That's the most important one. Yeah.
okay. Um, I we talked about loneliness,
Yeah.
and that's really a crucial part of why most of us singles are really looking out so much for someone to call their own.
Yeah.
What role has loneliness played in your decision making, such?
Loneliness, to be honest, loneliness is not a good thing. It can cause depression. It can cost you a lot, So this period of being lonely, it really didn't play a good role in my life. And that's why I'm coming out of it. I want to come out of it.
Okay.
So it's something I don't wish anybody to be
in.
I don't wish even my worst enemy to be in. It's a bad thing.
Yeah.
So no one deserves to be lonely. No one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I understand that it's loneliness. If you ever been lonely in this world, you know that you don't want to be there for too long. And I've been told that loneliness, if you look at this rate of deaths in any society today, loneliness is one of them. Any other disease can kill you, but loneliness is probably close to second or close third.
Yes.
Now the other question I want to ask you, Miss Archibong, is that um, uh, now, because the reason why some women find themselves single is because they always claim that there are not enough good men out there. Do you really believe that you coming out today that there could be a good man out there for you without you being have to be waiting too long for it?
Well, we know that we have some bad eggs, but there are some good ones out there. So that's why I'm here to get a good one, a good man. Like, not that men were not coming my way, but you know, when you start talking, then you grab some little things here and there that makes push you off. So I know, yeah. So not that men were not coming. Reason why I came here is because I've met a lot of them that didn't fit my
Your profile,
yeah
personality.
yeah. So it's rather I don't start anything and then regret later. So I always like, okay, this is it. I'm done here. So that's why I'm here.
Okay. All right. Now, this is question is Mr. Archibong, in say another 6 months or a year from now, what do you see yourself romantically? I mean, what's your goal now? A goal to achieve to find that man within the next 6 months, within the 1 year, or what goal do you set for yourself as far as achieving this objective that you came for this afternoon?
In a year, my goal. It depends on how it goes, the relationship goes. Because first, if I will meet the person, we will get to know each other, right?
Yeah.
We'll get to know each other and see where it will take us.
Okay.
If it's gonna take us to the next level. So I cannot guarantee the next thing that will happen in the next 1 year.
Okay. All right.
But I'm hoping and praying that it works well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Ms. Archibong, to every potential man listen to your voice. Okay, they heard your voice. You have a very cool voice. You sound so cute. And now, what do you want to tell our viewers now? People listen to your voice. What do you bring to the table as a woman? You've told us what you like in your man, what you meant to be. Now, the men listen to your voice.
Mm-hmm.
They want to know what are you bringing to them. What do you have that every man should look forward to?
I have love. I have care.
Mm-hmm.
I have um, romance to give.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can cook
I
too.
can cook. Oh my
Okay.
God. Whatever dish, intercontinental or,
Mm-hmm.
I'm there.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I can give you whatever. I can put you right when it comes to your belly.
And you can surely make good loving too. I
Yeah,
bet.
show
So
them love. I will love you. I
wow.
will give you that love you deserve.
All right, folks. You've
Yeah.
had Miss Archibong says that she's a good cook, a good lover.
Uh-huh.
She prepares dishes and all kind of dishes that you want intercontinental,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, she makes good loving. She's just the right woman for you. She has it all. She's beautiful. I'm sure you can't see her picture,
You
but
can't say now,
I'm
no.
sure that but mere listen to her words, her voice, you can tell that she's a dynamic woman that's just looking out to find out that soulmate to connect to you, our listening audience. Listen to her voice this afternoon. So I want to encourage you guys to come and come to our studio or come to our mailboxes and inbox me at the Royal Connection 25 at gmail.com or to our social media handles, and you can talk to me and you want to connect to Miss Eukeria Archibong, and she's willing to meet you and she's willing to connect to that soulmate. And guys,
And by the way, I'll be 49 next week.
wonderful.
Yeah. So whoever
One
is coming should
Okay.
know.
So she's still young. She's 49 years old, folks. So she's still a young lady. You know that she has a lot of love to give. So, guys, don't waste too much time. Come to our show. Come talk to Mr. Eukeria, and I'm sure you're gonna love it. Mr. Eukeria, before you go, what do you have for audience? What do you want to tell the young folks, the ladies out there that are looking to be they're in your situation, and they really want to find that opportunity to go and connect to all the other folks?
Mm-hmm.
What message do you have for them?
I would say don't hide or don't be in that island by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have to come out and connect to people, because I've been on that road and it's not really, really encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
So just come out and try. You might meet someone.
Wow.
Just
Wow.
you might meet someone
Wow.
that will love you for
Mm-hmm.
you.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's a good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they should come to the Royal Connection to meet
Yeah.
them, right?
To meet, yeah. Come to
And-
Royal
and-
Connection to meet the right
wonderful.
person for you.
And you don't have to come to show your face. Like
No,
we can
like
always hide your face
you
until
can,
you meet the
yeah,
right person.
exactly. Like just like me, I'm not showing my face because I'm a very private person.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
come out. If you don't want to be shown, it's okay. Just
yeah,
come out.
yeah. All right, Mr. Kura, thank you
Yeah.
very much for coming to our show today. I'm
Thank you
sure
very
our
much.
listeners are loving your voice. They like what they heard so far,
Mhm.
and I'm sure that before this week runs out, we're gonna get some positive response
Mhm.
from viewers, the listeners
Listeners, yeah.
who have heard your voice and had what you offer them as far as your love and affection is concerned.
Yeah.
So one more time, guys, come to the Real Connection. We will get you the right person at the right time. Till next time, America, peace and love.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Lucas, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you very much.